brought to you by Opa Opa.
By Opa Opa sponsorships. Yeah.
This is the first time. I'm gonna mean it when I say this is the last time. I'm gonna die and then drink the rest of this glass of wine.
I had a terrible experience happen to me, and it was just totally traumatic as far as a relationship I was in ending abruptly. I think you can kind of, you know, piece it together in your own way as far as what really happened, and it was just an outlet. It was like just so therapeutic, and the only way I knew how to deal with it was to write a song. More or less just like a diary or like a journal entry that just became you know, musically audible. I mean, I ended up writing it the night I found out. Like immediately the song just happened. And yeah. I get put right back there the second I start thinking about like the night. It's great. It was brought to my attention that stuff was going on behind my back as far as the relationship I was in. And I immediately, I was having a fight over the phone with this girl, and I said the words, you know, this is, you know, there was a lot of cursing going on, but in summary it was like, this is the first time I'm gonna mean it. When I say this is the last time, I think I hung up right from there, and I grabbed my guitar, and I just said, like, that line is gonna start this song. It just happened. Like, it sounds like cliche, like, oh, the song wrote itself. Like, but it did. It did. It was, that's all, the only way I know how to really deal with things, is just to let it out through music. Don't say you're sorry now is like, it was my way to try to keep the theme of it as vague as possible, so that, you know, not everyone's going to have the same experience as me. I mean, you can apply that to anything, you know what I mean? Like your manager at your job, or, you know, your father, your brother, your friend, yourself, like anything. And when I said that line, like 10 minutes after the experience I had, I was like, yeah, that's it. And a lot of times, like, I hate repeating lyrics, but that was one where it just seemed right. I don't know. It was vague enough so that it just seemed right to deliver to the audience.
You said you'd prove it, and I was sold in a minute if that, and it gave me faith in hopes that you'd do.
So after playing it hundreds of times by now, there are times when it's just like at rehearsal, yeah, I'm running through the chords, sure, but when I'm on stage and the audience is there and they're coming back at me with their energy, then I get brought right back there to that date. I remember the date, October 27, 2006. I'm just right back there, and I'm like shaking there with them, and I'm just like, oh God, I gotta keep it together. When I was doing vocals at Zing, I started getting wicked emotional. I started to lose it during that that quiet, more intimate part where it's just me and the guitar after the bridge there and the solo, and like my voice is totally cracking. That's like just so genuine, and like some of the notes are iffy, but I was like, but that's real. I don't want to keep that. I don't want to pitch that at all. You know, 9 times out of 10, there's no avoiding getting brought back there somehow. Ask for a better response. I mean, we played it at our first show. It's our first single at our first show. It's kind of funny how the title of the song is "This Is the First Time." It's like, it's the first time as me, with me being a frontman. It's my first time in a band without Chris Braley. It's the first song that I'm like really proud of, just because I guess of like the deep personal meaning. People have responded to the production in a good way, just like, wow, like, there's so much going on there, that's such a huge sound. There's response to the lyrical content. There's it's been only good. I'm really proud of it. We all are. The song was lying around for a couple of years before I brought it to anybody, actually. When I brought it to the band, I think I brought it to Sean first, and I heard it being really light and really soft the whole way through. I guess it was Sean that kind of brought to my attention that like the whole like and like eventually later in the song when we got there, it just felt so right to start it with that intensity, and that intensity kind of symbolized to me like like a powerful control or something. And the song isn't meant to be like a downer. The song is about like, I guess, taking control of a situation to better your life. Like, I mean, it's everybody's input, you know. I mean, I write the skeleton and I'll bring it to Sean and he'll totally twist this idea and he'll help with the arranging, and Matt is just always like a positive reinforcement towards where we're gonna go. And then when we went to Zing and brought it to Jim added these atmospheric textures that I didn't even think were possible, like in the key change, the melody that goes on there, you know, just all the layers that make it like this wave of sound. And it's just a matter of at some point saying, okay, this is what it's going to be, and that's really hard. That's a battle for an artist to say, it is what it is now, let's walk away. And it's funny because like Sean's like the hurdle. It's like, I hope he likes this. It's like it's like the most terrifying thing, because like we have different tastes, you know. So I always try to hope that we meet somewhere in the middle. And I have so much faith in everybody in the group that I feel like we all have a good head on our shoulders, and we're good filters for good music. And I hope where we left it is where it has to be. We'll leave that up to the people that buy the record. Yeah.